Hi, it's Doralee, and I just wanted to drop a little video about rebuilding after divorce and the 5 things I did to get my life back. So I had never intended to be going through a divorce in my late 40s. It was never the plan, but there I was in that situation. And I had to come up with a plan about how I was going to move forward with me and my young teenage daughter. The first thing I did is I realized that I needed to start a business. I needed to be at home with my daughter when she was home, and I figured I could work while she was at school. So I decided to start my own business. It was the only way I knew to have the flexibility that I needed without someone telling me when I had to work. The first thing I did was I figured out what business. And it didn't take me long to realize that, duh, I've been doing bookkeeping for years, and that's a skill, and people pay for it. So that's where I started a bookkeeping business. The next thing I did is I made a plan for my exit, the logistics. How was I going to move? Where was I going to move? What was I going to bring? What was I going to leave? All that kind of stuff. Once I had that plan together, I drafted a separation agreement. I didn't want to get in the position of abandonment or anything like that. So a separation agreement made me feel safer that it was in writing that we both agreed to what we were doing. Once I did that, I started networking a lot. I met a lot of new people. I re-engaged with people that I hadn't seen for a while. And it started building my social skills again. It had been a long time since I had really been out by myself doing my thing and talking to hopefully my people. The other thing it did is it made me feel connected. There's nothing worse than being lonely in a marriage. So the networking helped me a lot with that. The last thing I did once I got out was I got focused on building my business. Once I moved out, I felt freer to work on my business. My business started feeling more real to me. Since the loneliness was gone, I was able to honestly put in a lot of hours to get it running. And I'm glad I did because I got it on a good foundation before I started. Building my business was kind of trial and error. At that time, there was nowhere to go to know all the steps and the order in which to do them to start a business. So, you Google something and you follow that, and then you find something else out and you try to put that in place. It was kind of a nightmare. And when I look back on it, I'm pretty lucky I got through it with a strong business. If you're feeling like this or relate to this story in any way and you'd like to chat, leave a comment and I'd love to get back to you. If this video resounds in you in any way, please click the like button and make a comment. I am here for you. I support you and I send you love. So until another time.